What a day, eh? I just wanted to share my thoughts, my memories on a wonderful start to our 4-day Platinum Jubilee celebration. It's been boiling here in London today. The sun shone graciously down upon one of the most spectacular celebrations we've seen so far. We're talking, of course, about the start of the Platinum Jubilee and Trooping the Colour. What's nice about this particular event, it's the first time, obviously since 2019, that we've seen it in its full spectacle, and it was certainly worth the wait. Let me tell you, I was in the real hub of it at Buckingham Palace today, and it really was great, you know. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, why don't you do a report from Buckingham Palace? Let me tell you, it's just too noisy. You won't be able to hear me, and I do want you to be able to hear some of the memories that I want to share with you. Now, for those that haven't seen any of the footage, or indeed haven't seen any of it yet, what was it like? Well, of course, the biggest question on everyone's lips really was whether Our Gracious Majesty the Queen would in fact return and make that appearance on the balcony, and boy did she. And let me tell you, it was an electric moment, you know. I was talking to quite a few people in the crowd, particularly one guy from Hackney who had been there way back 70 years ago. Yes, he was young at heart like us all, you know, and he'd been there 70 years ago on Coronation Day, and as he pointed out, you know, it was bucketing down, as he put it politely, yes, with rain. It wasn't a great look at all. Everybody was wet through, but he said everybody was there cheering her on. And what was fascinating about this particular day is, you know, you read about all of these abolish the monarchy and anti-monarchy stuff. The crowds were colossal, let me tell you. Now, a bit of a sneak peek, we can tell you that the gorgeous Duchess of Cambridge did look beautiful in Alexandra McQueen white, but she did look rather nervous for her husband, Prince William, as he came on, of course, to ride the horse alongside his father, His Royal Highness Prince Charles, and of course the ever brilliant Princess Royal, Princess Anne. But it was the young Cambridge children that really has ever stole the day. I love when Prince Louis put his hands over his ears because of the noise of the aircraft. And then, of course, Princess Charlotte reminded him not to keep waving to the crowds. I think she's going to be something to be reckoned with when she's a little bit older, don't you? As I say, all started way back in 1805. And really, it wasn't something that they felt was going to continue for that long, because they wanted 2 breaks. But the King George of the time thought, you know, this is a really good tradition. People seem to be enjoying it. And of course, it was, if you like, the Instagram social media of their day. People truly could get to see royals up close. It was an unheard of thing. Well, now today we saw so many royals out in force. I thought all of them did a sterling job, and as I say, the gods shone down weather-wise at least. Ever, was there anything bad to report? Well, there always is somebody, isn't there? And this particular event was no different, because we had some vegan protesters. Yes, don't they pick their moments, you know? I'm all for a cause, aren't you? But they did try and disrupt, you know, this spectacular parade. And I feel really sorry, you know, I mean, ridiculous event to do it as well. But what I actually felt sorry for, the people really, was the horses, you know. They are startled, they don't know what's going along. They've been rehearsing for months on end, synchronization, all that sort of stuff, and basically, you know, they have to keep to a plot. So when it threw them out, I have to say, and I'm sure you'll all agree with me, the Metropolitan Police did an excellent job in removing these silly protesters at the height of a wonderful event. But back as ever to the golden girl of the moment, Her Majesty the Queen. Well, you know, she looked, as I say, absolutely wonderful. And then later on in the afternoon, after all of the sort of festivities had died down, we saw her back in a now favourite Range Rover, which we're told is the most comfortable form of transport for someone of advancing years. I must remember that, actually. Yes, better than the bus. And she was on her way back to Windsor. Now, as we know, she's hopefully back again tomorrow for the Thanksgiving service at St Paul's Chapel. And also, can we just take a moment to send our good wishes and good thoughts to His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, who sadly has come down with COVID. Yes, it's still out there, as I keep pointing out to people. It hasn't gone away at all. So whatever your thoughts are on Prince Andrew, and I know there's good and bad, you know, on this particular occasion, I'm sure his mum is worried about him, as all mums do. Let's send out a heartfelt get well soon, you know. Now, as I say, tomorrow I will be at the Thanksgiving service, and thank you for those that have tuned into Fox News and Sky News Arabia, plus many others around the world where we've been reporting. But I'm bringing you my memories here first, exclusively only on this channel. Now, I'm off to get a Horlicks, a couple of jammy Dodgers, and try and come round. It's been a very, very long day. I'll see you tomorrow. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.